Today I'm very honored to be introducing our guest, Dariush Ajami. He's the Chief Innovation Officer of Beyond Meat. He joined the company in 2015 and since then has overseen the development of Beyond Meat's flagship plant-based products like the burger, sausage, and chicken, which you find on the shelves of most grocery stores and on menus like McDonald's, KFC, and many others. Dariush manages a team of over 200 scientists and engineers working out of the Beyond Meat's main research and development facility right here in the South Bay, and oversees additional innovation teams in the Netherlands and China. Prior to Beyond Meat, Dariush was an assistant professor of molecular assembly at the Scripps Research Institute and Skaggs Institute of Chemical Biology, where he worked on research that contributed to drug discovery for cancer treatments. Dariush is a chemist by training with multiple degrees and a doctorate in organic chemistry. Dariush?
It's great to be here. It's great to see that we are back to normal. To me, this is the first event that I had attended in almost two years, so it's very unrealistic. So again, thank you for invitation. It's great to see that Beyond Meat's been included in the Champion of Innovation in South Bay. We call South Bay our home. Beyond has been at El Segundo for many years. When I joined the company in 2015, we were working in a garage-like building at Main Street, El Segundo, a very small building, and now it's been an exciting journey. In the last 7 years, we moved from that small building to become a publicly traded company, global company, and now occupying almost 5 buildings in El Segundo, and in a process of building in a huge campus. So internally, my colleagues always call me Chief Construction Officer because we're always looking for empty building. And the space is very, very enabling for us. So again, thanks for having me here.
Well, thank you very much for being here today. And as a small business myself, I can really appreciate someone that's taking something off the ground and becoming a public company and being right here in the South Bay, which we all appreciate, certainly. So for the folks who might not know, can you introduce us to Beyond Meat?
Sure. Ethan Braun, our fearless leader, founded the company almost a decade ago, and with a single mission to replace animal meat with plant meat option. In a nutshell, what we do is we use plant ingredients, simple plant ingredients that are better for you, and structure them into something that look like real meat, cook, sizzles, have an aroma like real meat, and delivers on the taste. And always our goal has been to improve the nutritional benefit and health benefit of our products. So our products now being sold next to the real meat in the retails, which is a great achievement. So Beyond Meat created this category and leading the category. We are #1 brand in retail and food service. We are in almost 130,000 retail and food service in 90 countries. So we believe that if we be successful, we could positively and in a good way improve human health. The 3 major diseases with the highest mortality rate, like cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes, are all associated with consumption of red meat. From the other side, the way that we eat is not sustainable. The global, what we do will positively impact greenhouse gas emission, will remove some of the constraint on the usage of the land, and also improve animal welfare. So during the pandemic, the team has been very active, despite all the challenges that they had. The team coming to work in El Segundo in 2 shifts from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And we launched a dozen of products during the pandemic. So from Beyond Pepperoni to Beyond Tender. And yesterday we announced a launch of Beyond Jerky. That's the first product that we launched in the healthy snack category. This product was developed with the collaboration in a joint venture with Pepsi. So we are very, very excited.
It sounds like you're doing well. So what is the role of innovation in Beyond Meat's mission?
That's a great question. So, in a way, we are trying to shift the focus from the origin of animal, shift the focus from the origin of the meat, which species of the animal is, to the composition of the meat. Meat is a muscle tissue. It's evolved to support the movement of the skeleton bone. The type of meat that we consume are from the animal that are herbivores. So they are consuming plants to grow that muscle tissue. So the whole idea is, how we could remove that animal from the cycle, how we could, use the, better for you, very simple ingredients in a plant kingdom, structure them with a simple process. So the process that we are using are very similar to pasta making, simple heating, cooling, and pressure. Structure them in a way that, resembles that texture of the cooked meat. And, in that way, you will have a more sustainable way of eating. So you see in a picture, we're always trying to, ask our scientists to, try to use very clean, simple ingredients, but at the same time, they're using advanced technology to understand the gap between our product and animal meat. Because, our goal is to create something that is indistinguishable from the target. So what you see here is, the black and white pictures are a type of microscopy, a scanning electron microscopy, and compares the real animal structure to Beyond product. And on the bottom, the color pictures are confocal laser microscopy, where it shows the structure of the protein fat. As you can see, we are getting closer and closer, but we understand that there is a gap. We use advanced technology to have an unbiased way of understanding that gap. And in the next slide, you will see that we understand the taste is the king. We don't want the consumer sacrifice on the taste when they choose a healthier, better for you, better for planet option. So our target is the meat eater. We are not developing product for vegan or vegetarian. We are developing something, that the larger consumer could enjoy and not sacrifice on their taste buds. So taste is number one for us. The health is also very important, for lots of my colleagues in research and development team having biomedical background. And for us, we look at this as some sort of preventive medicine. If you develop something that has, zero cholesterol, without antibiotics, no GMO, lower saturated fat, this will address some of the challenges that we have. And then, for this to be very successful, the price is very important too. Again, we don't want people to sacrifice, when they spend more money on something that is sustainable. So we want to be in price parity. We want to be better in nutritional and also for taste. We had some collaboration with Stanford Medicine, where they have run a very controlled clinical study in something that they call swap meat study, where they ask a group of individuals to consume Beyond product for a period of time. That was 8 weeks, and compare their biomarker to where they were consuming real meat. So at the end of the study, the results were very promising. The cholesterol, the bad cholesterol level went down. TMAO, which is a negative biomarker for inflammation and cardiovascular disease, went down, and they also lost weight. So after that, we funded a center in Stanford to study the effect of the plant-based product on human health, and we will keep doing more and more of those type of study.
This job's easy for me, actually. I just let him talk the entire time. Why is the mission so urgent? Like, what are the implications of plant-based meat on the environment?
Sure. I mean, the way that we eat is not sustainable. And there are lots of statistical numbers that, point to that very clearly. We are using, 77% of the agriculture land for meat industry, for cattle industry, for feeding them, for growing them. There is not enough land, and as population grows, we won't be able, to do the same thing over and over. So from the other side, this industry contributes a lot into the green gas emissions, and 1 pound of a steak requires 1,800 gallons of water. So again, considering that we will be 9 billion people in 25 years, it's not possible to feed the entire population the way that we do. So this is, very urgent. We need to do something about it, and that's why we're doing this.
Thank you for that. Last question for you. How has the South Bay supported Beyond Meat's growth and success?
And before that, I want to point to this study as well. That this is the life cycle analysis that we have done with University of Michigan. So, they studied the contribution of the Beyond Burger and all those areas that I mentioned, And it looks like, based on this result, Beyond Burger requires 99% less water, emit 90% less CO2 to the environment, requires less land and less energy, so which is very promising. So getting back to the South Bay, we now, as you mentioned in your introduction, we have more than 200 scientists. So we hire best and brightest from all over the world, all over the U.S., bring them to the South Bay. They love South Bay. It's been most of the innovation, contrary, to general perception, it doesn't happen in the lab. Sometimes scientists go to the walk in the brewery, talk in the brewery, go to the coffee shop, go to the art show, the farmers market that is in Main Street, all the, play soccer or play volleyball on the beach, and that's where the spark of genius happen. And, and El Segundo has all of those, and South Bay as well. So we have increased our footprint by 25 times from 2015. And, we increased our, manpower by 50%. We are in process of finalizing a campus in El Segundo in North Douglas. So that will be a 400,000 square feet campus, which has 200,000 square feet lab and pilot space. With that, we could hire close to 600 scientists, and we could achieve more. So that place will be the most advanced, state-of-the-art, plant-based research in the entire world. And that will build the ecosystem, we believe, for the food innovation in South Bay. And you will see more and more startup and companies coming to South Bay to do food research.
Wonderful. Well, I think we're almost out of time, but everyone please give Dariush a warm round of applause.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.